Hi, it's Donna, also known as DeeBee Daws. Let's talk about living welderly with positivity because I believe there is power in being positive. And I want to talk about sleep today. This is in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 24. We read, "When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down and your sleep will be sweet." This is a comforting promise and a beautiful assurance of peace and safety. It suggests that when we trust in the Lord and live according to his wisdom and guidance, we can rest without fear or anxiety. The verse paints a picture of serene, undisturbed sleep, symbolizing a heart at peace and a mind untroubled by the worries of the world. It reminds us that true tranquility and sweet rest come from a deep faith and trust in God's protection and care. A friend told me once that she'd slept for 8 solid hours, just once, she said, and then added that it was a year ago. She recalled waking up feeling like someone she barely recognized, someone more optimistic and energetic, someone who didn't want to crawl into a cave by 4 p.m. She added that she was amazed at what feeling truly rested is like and wanted to feel that way again. I don't always sleep well myself. I have trouble falling asleep, and then I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and I'm so convinced that I'm not tired. I've tried some over-the-counter sleeping aids and they worked, but they left me feeling woozy the next day. For me, exploring natural ways to deal with sleeplessness is a better option. According to reputable studies, the physical and mental health risks of too little sleep include increased incidence of depression, trouble focusing, memory loss, weight gain, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes, to say nothing of general overall crankiness. But maybe that's just me. I have come up with a few suggestions to improve our sleep routines. First of all, stay active. Engage in regular physical activity during the day, but be mindful of the timing. Exercising too close to bedtime can actually energize you, so aim to finish your workout at least a few hours before hitting the hay. Manage stress. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on your sleep patterns, so it's important to find healthy ways to manage stress and anxiety. Whether it's through mindfulness practices, deep breathing exercises, or seeking support from loved ones, prioritize your mental well-being. Limit naps. While a short nap can be rejuvenating, try to limit daytime napping to no more than 20 to 30 minutes and avoid napping too close to bedtime. Napping for too long or too late in the day can interfere with your ability to fall asleep at night. Mind what you eat at your evening meal and limit liquids. Avoid heavy or spicy meals close to bedtime, as they can cause discomfort and disrupt your sleep. Instead, opt for lighter fare and consider a small bedtime snack if hunger keeps you awake. And regarding liquids, remember this: as we get older, our bladders become more sensitive, which can lead to waking repeatedly in the middle of the night to make a bathroom run. That's not exactly conducive to a good night's rest. I suggest restricting water and even herbal tea at least an hour before bed. Limit caffeine to before noon and skip alcohol before bed. While it may make you drowsy at first, alcohol disrupts natural sleep cycles and increases the likelihood you will wake in the middle of the night. The consumption of caffeine and nicotine, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, can interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. Stick to a schedule. Develop a prep for sleep schedule to unwind before bed. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Whether it's reading a book or taking a warm bath or practicing some gentle yoga or meditation, find activities that help you relax and prepare for sleep. The first step is to stop the use of all devices 1 hour before bed. The blue light from screens disrupts sleep cycles. Even just checking social media is not exactly calming. Go ahead and enjoy your television shows, but 1 hour before bedtime, the screens go off. Spend that hour doing something that helps you to relax, perhaps reading. One more thing, if you need your phone in the room, remember to put it on silent. Set regular sleep schedule and stick to it, even on weekends. A consistent bedtime and wake-up time can help regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Create a relaxing environment. Transform your bedroom into a peaceful sanctuary, free from distractions and clutter. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows, and consider soft lighting and soothing sounds to lull you into a restful state. According to the Sleep Foundation, the perfect room temperature for sleep is between 60 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, with the best number being around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Experts at the Sleep Foundation go on to explain that our bodies naturally cool down as we get ready to sleep, so lowering the thermostat can help to signal that it's time to go to sleep and stay asleep. Overheating can also interrupt natural sleep cycles. So let's review. You've had a wonderful day that has included some exercise. You've managed your stress nicely. You took a half-hour nap after lunch. You had a light dinner and stopped drinking liquids an hour before bedtime. You've not had any caffeine since noon, and you've not had any alcohol before bedtime. You stopped using electronics an hour before bed, and perhaps you've taken a nice warm bath and you've sat down to read for a while. Your phone is off and out of the room, and your bedroom is a peaceful sanctuary with the thermostat set to no higher than 68 degrees. Get comfortable between your sheets, rest your head on your silk pillowcase, and do a spiritual body scan. This is a simple type of meditation, and it can help ease anxiety and calm your nerves. Start at your feet. How do they feel against the sheets? Go slowly and let yourself explore this, and then move up to your ankles, your knees, and your back until you reach your head. If you find your mind wandering, and I often do, just start over and don't worry about the time. Just relax with each step. Prioritizing your sleep is not selfish. It's an act of self-care that lays the foundation for a vibrant and fulfilling life. So tuck yourself in, close your eyes, and drift off into peaceful embrace of sleep. I have a story today about a woman named Harriet Thompson. She died at the age of 94 in 2017. Miss Thompson was a classical pianist and a cancer survivor who started to run marathons when she was 76 and ran the fastest time in a marathon for a woman over 90. She began running short distances with her husband in her 50s. In 1999, she learned that a fellow singer in her church choir was raising money for a cancer charity by walking in the annual Rock and Roll San Diego Marathon. She entered the race, but she didn't walk. She said when she got there, that everybody else was running, and so she decided to run as well. That because it was a good cause, and so she tried it again the next year. She said she came in first in her age group and then added that she was the only one in her age group. At 91, she ran the 2014 San Diego Marathon in 7 hours, 7 minutes, and 42 seconds. A year later, she became the oldest woman known to have finished a marathon. She did so while wearing white tights to cover the open wounds on her legs from radiation treatments for squamous cell carcinoma. She also dealt with a recurrence of oral cancer, which first struck her in 1986. She was born in 1923 in Pennsylvania. Her father was a lawyer and her mother a homemaker who taught her daughter to play the piano. Harriet was an athletic girl who wanted to get places quickly. She preferred running, bicycling, and roller skating to walking. She attended Dickinson College in her hometown before receiving a music scholarship to attend Syracuse. She married Sydney Thompson Jr., a lawyer and judge, 2 hours after they both graduated in 1947. Throughout her life, Miss Thompson maintained her focus on music as she raised her children. She taught piano at Boston University and earned an artist diploma from the Vienna Conservatory. She performed at Carnegie Recital Hall and on the cruise ship Queen Elizabeth II. She received a master's in music from the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and played benefit concerts at the Aspen Chapel during the summers she spent in Aspen, Colorado. When she moved to a retirement community, she brought her concert grand piano with her. She was an inspiration to live welderly with positivity. I found a funny story about sleep deprivation involving new parents. The new parents were both exhausted living through the first few weeks of caring for their new baby. They were sleep deprived and trying to grow accustomed to their new lives. It was proving to be more taxing than anyone could have prepared them for. One night, they finally closed their eyes and they were snoozing away when the baby woke up for one of his nighttime feedings. The wife whined to her husband that she was more tired than he and that he needed to be the one to fix the bottle. She must not have realized how very tired the new father actually was. He seemed to be taking a very long time in the kitchen, so she called out to him to see if he was okay. He yelled back that he was, but couldn't get the bottle fixed and was trying to find another one. Finally, he made it back to the room and fed the baby. The next morning, the new mom was washing the dishes and noticed a flashlight and batteries separate from each other amongst the dirty dishes. She called her husband to ask if he knew why the flashlight and its batteries were in the sink. He began to laugh, realizing that the broken bottle he was making the night before must not have been a bottle after all. He said he would put the formula in it, put on the top, and then turn it over to check the temperature, but each time he did, it would dump all the formula out. He made up the baby's formula in this bottle several times, thinking each time that the top was just not on tight enough. The new dad had grabbed the flashlight kept by the kitchen sink. New parent fatigue is in the category all its own, and at our stage of life, we can get a good laugh out of instances like these. I'm almost finished for today, but I want to remind you that my book entitled Brooks is on the market. Brooks is a very old house and he has character, but he also has a long forgotten treasure in his attic. His new owners want him to be a B&B, and he's fine with that. However, when a conniving woman with nefarious plans shows up on his doorstep, he nor the mischievous old maple tree, nor the wind whispering secrets, nor the stream's gurgling gossip are at all fine. There's no place like home, and there's no home like Brooks. There's a link below that will take you to the Amazon site where you can purchase it. Be sure to leave a review after you've read it. That will help me sell more books, and I appreciate that. Remember, if you have any suggestions for future shows, put them in the comments. I promise I'll read them. And have a wonderful day. Living Welderly with Positivity. Bye.